Hey guys, welcome back to Laura's Little Luxuries. I'm Laura, and today I've got some Portland leather goods to unbox with you. I did go ahead and make a couple of purchases this past week with the new releases. If you want to watch my Sunday preview to see what all was available, I'm going to link that right here. But there were some new colors coming in styles that I was excited to try this week. I think I said in my preview that I was only going to get one, but I did go ahead and order two. It makes it a little easier knowing that it's so easy to return bags that I'm not going to keep to the local store. So I always kind of keep that in mind, and these were both bags that I thought I might enjoy. And so I went ahead, I took a chance, I got them both. I used some points and some credits and stuff, so spent some of my own money, but also saved a little bit as well. So let's get into it. I've got the first bag here is a brand new color to all of us, unless you received yours before me and you've already seen it, in which case I'm jealous. But this is Leatherella, and I did go ahead and get a medium Metro. This is going to be my first ever Metro. I've never purchased one before. It's a bag that I've been curious about and kind of interested in, but it just hadn't been available in a color that was really all that tempting to me yet. My mom got one off of Treat in Cinnamon Bear, and it is really pretty. I love that one, so I'm hoping that this is going to end up being a really good crossbody bag for me. It might become a new favorite style, who knows, and I get to try a new color. And of course they did the same thing to us this week that they do most weeks with new releases, where it was like they spread out all of the good stuff on different days. So I think I ordered this one on Monday, that was when it came out, and then I ordered the next one on Tuesday, and then I didn't do anything else for the rest of the week because I just can't pay like $40, $50 in shipping over the course of a week. It's too much. They did start their almost perfect sale. It was 13% off of the AP products on Wednesday, which was after both of these things had released. And I was a little bit torn about whether I should wait for the sale and order then, or if I should wait, or if I should go ahead and order when the items dropped. And I was afraid they were going to sell out, so I just went ahead and ordered them. I'm a little miffed about that now because they didn't sell out, so I don't know if the demand just wasn't there or if they had more stock or what, but I could have gotten the AP sale price and I didn't. So learn your lesson from me. Sometimes patience pays off. This is all that's in this box. So we've got the card. Here's the bag. I have been looking at these in the store, so I kind of know like what the bag looks and feels like in person. But this Leatherella color, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. I want to really try to show it off in my lights here. It's like the perfect icy blue color. This will be great for winter, but this would also be a really good summer bag. And it's called Leatherella because it's like Cinderella blue, right? I think that it kind of got that name tongue-in-cheek when Wanda had her prototype, and then they just kept it. So the Metro we'll explore together since this is my first one. The inside of this leather is just sort of this dusty blue color. It's pretty. It's very soft. It feels very similar to Supernova, if you've had one of those before. I do really like that they're sending them out with these silica gel packets. It really helps with like the leather dye smell in some of these colors. I don't know if this one would have had a strong odor, but it doesn't because it's got the silica gel packet. Alright, so the Metro is pretty roomy actually for a small crossbody like this. It's got a pocket on the back, which let's see if my phone will fit in there. I think it will. And I have an iPhone 15. Yeah, that fits in there just fine. There's a little more space, so if you had like an iPhone Plus, it probably would fit too. But that works well. And I think that this probably will fit a little bit more than like my festival. Hard to say, I might have to do like a side-by-side packing experiment. Okay, so here it is on just its default length, and that's a pretty good crossbody length for this style, I think. I want to give you all a sense of what it looks like on my body. I am 5'1" and currently about a size 16-18. So if you're around my size, this will give you an idea. If you're larger or smaller than me, this also might help you. And I like it at this length, but let's try it a little bit shorter and see how that feels. This is at its like third to last or fourth to last hole. Let's see, how many holes we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 holes, and it's currently on the 4th. So it could go longer. I would not want it any longer for sure. Let's put it on its shortest setting and see what that looks like. And then I was noticing too, I had known about this, but since I hadn't purchased any of these bags, I hadn't really seen them. But they've got smaller hardware than a lot of the crossbody bags. So they are now actually selling straps with these smaller clasps. But you could totally unhook this and put any kind of strap on this. I mean, this D-ring is big enough that any normal strap would work. Okay, so here it is shorter. This is shorter than I would wear it as a crossbody, but this could work as just like sling it over your shoulder, which is often what I do even with a crossbody bag. So that makes it a good length when I don't have it on crossbody. And then I maybe would even shorten this up more, add a few more holes to it to make it even shorter so that I could just have it as like an actual shoulder bag. I always like having those options. So anyway, this is what it looks like. I think it's really pretty. I love this color. I am really happy that I got this. I mean, I would love this color in so many other styles too. If this came in like a butterfly or a medium crossbody, a Naomi, I think would be gorgeous in this. So I hope that they bring back more of the Leatherella. And let me know down in the comments if you'd like me to do a what fits in my medium Metro video. I could certainly do that. I'm not going to stuff it right now, but since I haven't had this one before, that would be kind of fun to explore. So let me know if that would be helpful for you guys. The next bag in today's haul is the one that I talked about getting in my Sunday preview video, and this is the Oversized Naomi in the color Aster. I'm so excited to see this one. I did get to see Aster in person at the Twin Cities outlet. They had one of the full-size crossbodies in it. That style is not my favorite. It just doesn't really work for my height and shape and everything. But I know that I like an oversized Naomi, so super duper excited to have this one in Aster. And then I also did order one of the heart pouches on the same day. That felt a little easier to justify since I could combine shipping on those. Got the same cardigan. Here's the heart pouch. I did go ahead and get it in Supernova. I was having a hard time deciding which color I wanted, but I've got a mockingbird and beetle, and then I've been loving my Stardust Flora so much that I thought it would be kind of fun to have a contrasting heart to go with it. So I went with Supernova, and I'm glad I did. This will be so cute around Valentine's Day. I think it'll go with a lot of my bags. Adorable. I do really like the heart pouches. I haven't been using them all that much because the only one that I have right now is this. I don't know if you guys can really see it. It's an iceberg blue one, which is like a really bright blue. And I just haven't been carrying bags that I thought that would really go with right now. But these are really fun to just kind of hang on and have as like background flair with other pieces on your bag. So looking forward to using this one. This one reads a lot more neutral to me, so I think that I'll think about using this with more of my bags. Okay, let's take a look at the bag. There she is. Oh, this one is so pebbly. It's gorgeous. I love it. Try to show you guys the texture. Yeah, I love the character on this one. I did get almost perfect on both of these, which tends to be my preference quality-wise. And I know some people have avoided the Naomis because they don't have any pockets, and that can be a deal breaker for some people. I personally love that it doesn't have any pockets because I never use my pockets anyway, and I like to use littles. And so I think it just makes it easier to organize my littles inside of the open bag. I really like the shape of the oversized Naomi. I wore this bright blue, like, cozy waffle knit thing today. So it's kind of an interesting contrast with the bag. But this is like a true periwinkle. I would say if you have had jacaranda or if you've seen jacaranda, it is like truly jacaranda's pebbled sister. It's basically the exact same color, just pebbled. And I love that because I wanted to love jacaranda and I did love the color of it, but I just couldn't get past the texture. To me, it didn't feel like real leather, even though it was. Just that smooth coating on it. Somehow it doesn't bother me with vanilla, but it did bother me with jacaranda, so this is the perfect answer to that for me. I love this. I think that I can dress it up and make it wintry. Maybe not Christmassy, but like, you know, winter snow themed, and it'll work into January and February, but then it will also be very pretty in the spring and the summer. I think maybe fall is the only season that it's not perfect for, but that's okay. I've got my Durango Oversized Naomi for fall. And in fact, let me grab my other Naomis so that we can compare size and color. So here I've got Durango, and I would say that Durango feels a little slouchier, but it might just be because I've used it a few times, so it's feeling a little more lived in. And I didn't sell this one to make space for Aster. I was convinced that I didn't need to sell it. I love this bag. It's like a perfect neutral brown for me. So I think this is a good one to keep in my collection regardless, and this will be more of a bright, fun color. But same size, but definitely this one's got some more slouch to it at this point. The leathers honestly feel pretty similar though, so I bet that this one will break in pretty quickly, and it'll end up doing the slouch like Durango does too. And then just for size comparison, here is a large next to the oversize. The large is a really good daily carry shoulder bag. I do really like it. I haven't actually used this one yet because I've just had so many others that I wanted to use in the last few weeks, but I do really like this Sienna one. And then this one is better as like a work bag because my laptop will actually fit in here. So put them both on at the same time so you can kind of see the difference. The large hits me like right above my hip and the oversize hangs down to like mid-hip area. And yeah, I mean, they're both great. But definitely the oversize is a better work bag for me. It's also just more of like a tote size, so if you needed like a diaper bag for your kids, or if you were going to the beach or something and you wanted to be able to like put some extra clothes or whatever in here, the oversize works really well for that. I'm going to show you guys too my most recent little outlet store haul. I can't stay away. I was feeling jealous of the people going to the Columbus grand opening today, and so I went to the outlet yesterday. I was really curious to see if post grand opening they were going to be stocking any of the new colors or items right away. And they didn't have a whole lot. They did have some of the new square zip wallets. So if you are wanting to explore those and you're local here to the Twin Cities, they did have quite a few of those square zip wallets in different colors. So it was kind of nice to be able to see those and feel them. And they're actually bigger than I thought they were going to be. They're larger than a mini bifold. They're obviously more square. I would say that they're not quite as big as the square pouch, but they're pretty darn close. If you maybe scaled this down just a tiny bit, like maybe a ½ inch or so around, and then it's not quite as thick, but it is still pretty thick. So it's not going to be like a really petite wallet. It's kind of a little brick, but they are really cute. And I like the fact that it lays completely flat when you open it, so it's an interesting design. I didn't end up finding any bags that I couldn't live with at the store, but I did find a couple of littles. So the last time I was at the store, I got a Picasso tassel that had some of the new leather colors on it. This is Pistachio, Calla Lily, and Aster. And then this time when I went in, they had another Picasso in more of the new colors. And so this one has Coral, Rhubarb, and Calla Lily. So the only crossover between these two is the Calla Lily. I love Picasso tassels. I love all of these colors. So when I saw this one, I thought, that'll be worth it. I'll use that. And I knew I was getting the Aster bag, so I thought this would look cute on here. Let's tie it on. The other one would too, but I think this one will pop a little bit more because it doesn't actually have the Aster in it. Pretty. I love that. I love all these colors together. Again, I'm not really sure why PLG decided to release these in the middle of fall, but I'm not complaining because I love these colors and spring will come again. The other item that I got while I was there was really unexpected. I was just looking at all the littles and they had Sabrina pouches, but they had them in Sugar Snap. This was the only one I could find that was really pebbly. Also, I have to apologize. My nails are in transition right now. I filed off most of the color last night, but I haven't redone them yet, so sorry, they're looking a little rough. But anyway, I found Sugar Snap Sabrinas, and most of them were like really smooth. If you've seen smooth Sugar Snap, you know that it's just not the same as the chunky ones. It's still a pretty color, but I love the pebbles on Sugar Snap. So I got the only really chunky pebbled one, and I've been wanting to try a Sabrina wallet. Our friend London has been talking on her channel about how much she loves her Sabrina, and she's convinced me that I need to try it. So it has a little zip pouch for like coins, or if you wanted to slide some folded up cash in there. And then it's got just this little snap compartment that would fit your most essential cards. So I'm going to try this out. I think just for my like most essential cards, my driver's license, debit card, and then maybe like one or two of my credit cards that I use regularly for points and stuff. And then I will keep everything else in my other wallet that I don't need to have quite as accessible. But I just want to try it out and see if I like this style or not. It's super cute. I don't know if it's going to be as useful for me as the mini bifold, but I do like it. So this is my haul. Let me know what you guys think. Do we like both of these colors? Do you think you would keep both of them, or would you only need either Aster or Leatherella? I think I like them both, and they fit different enough needs for me that I'm just going to keep them both in my collection for now. I'm also really looking forward to using this medium Metro, seeing how it works for me. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts about the different colors that are coming out right now. Like, do these colors make sense to you? Are you excited to just get them and save them for spring? Are you hoping that they'll release more of them as spring comes? I'm always just so curious about the decisions that different brands make about when to bring things to market and then how the customer base reacts. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think of my littles? How do you feel about the Picasso tassels? I feel like I love these and other people don't talk about them as much. So I want to know if there are other Picasso tassel lovers out there. I always love hearing all of your thoughts, so share them down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Click that bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video, and I will see you all in the next one.